Wine setting the pillows and adjusting the bed when she saw his car pulling in the driveway. 5 minutes later, she saw him coming into the bedroom and going straight to the bathroom without acknowledging her presence. As he came out, changed into a t-shirt and trousers. Wine, I'll set the dinner, come downstairs. Before he could reply, she went downstairs. He saw her getting out of his sight, his eyes, and took out the pack of cigarettes and went. To the balcony and taking a long drag of the cigarette and blowing the smoke into the evening sky. 10 minutes passed when she saw he didn't come downstairs for dinner. She again came upstairs and checked if he was in the bathroom. Then her gaze fell on him standing against the railing and smoking. She clenched her jaw and felt angry and went to the balcony. Wine, what the hell are you doing? Came and stood beside him, crossing her arms. JK, are you blind? Annoyed and says as a taunt more than a question. Wine rolled her eyes. Wine, yeah, I can see that. But how many times I told you not to smoke? JK, right. How many times I told you to mind your own damn business? You're not my mother. Wine, I'm not. But I'm not your personal cook either, who will work my off in the. Kitchen only to see your tantrums in the end. ᴛＧᴜ clenched his jaw and lit off the cigarette in the ashtray. JK, don't cook, simple. I already asked you to not expect anything from this marriage. What did I do to get stuck in this marriage? Wine raised her eyebrows in disbelief. Wine, I didn't bring my proposal and beg you to marry me. You're a grown-up man. Learn to take responsibility for your own decisions. Left him speechless. Wine, if you want dinner then come downstairs in 5 minutes or else hire a cook for yourself from tomorrow. Glared at him and left. ᴛＧᴜ kept looking at her living figure, thinking to himself to what fireball he got married to. He sighed and went to rinse off any smell of smoke before going downstairs and joining her like a scolded kid acting grumpy and sulky. He said, and to his surprise, the dinner was actually delicious. He ate to his full and can't help but steal secret glances when her hair was tied in a low messy bun. He made a fist of his hand and resting on his lap at the sudden urge to touch her, but cleared his throat, clearing out all the thoughts. Wine felt something wrong when she left her unfinished dinner in the kitchen sink and went upstairs. He frowned but didn't ask her. Later, he takes off his shirt and goes to bed only to see her coming out of the bathroom as restless and uneasy. She went and changed into a nightwear and joined him, but hugged her teddy bear curling up and hiding herself inside the sheets, making herself small. ᴛＧᴜ feels her movements beside him and tilts his head a little to see only to see her hugging her knees and laying uncomfortable. He forwarded his hand to ask her what's wrong, but pulled back and closed his eyes started turning warm again. Passed when he saw her curling up more. His frown deepened. He sat to figure out what's wrong. JK, you okay? What's wrong? No response. He blinks, waiting for any calm or snappy response, but nothing. He sighs and places his hand on her shoulder, gently turning her to face him. As she turned, he saw unshed tears glistening in her eyes. His heart skipped a beat when he didn't see her this vulnerable in there too. Months of marriage. He instantly pulled her closer and placed his hand on her cheek, wiping her tears. JK, princess, you're making me worried. What's wrong? Wine sniffles and clenched her fingers on his arm. Wine, cramps. The single word came into a shaky voice, making his heart soften. He understood everything, the change in her demeanor and more snappy responses earlier than usual, and mood swings all make sense now. He pulled away and went downstairs when she clenched on her abdomen and buried her face in the pillows, trying to soothe herself but miserably failed when another bad cramp hits. 10 minutes later he returned with a hot chocolate, heat pads and painkillers. He helped her rest against the headboard and kissed her cheeks. JK, it's alright, Amor. Here, take painkillers, it will soothe the pain. Helps her swallow the painkillers and placed the heat pads under her shirt with a gentle touch. She acted a little wary, having hot chocolate, but eventually did when he pulled her closer against his bare chest, spooning her and replacing his hand with hers on the abdomen and applying the gentle pressure and massaging, soothing the pain when she melted into his touch and snuggled closer. He didn't realize what he was doing until yet when he unconsciously placed a kiss on her nape, making her stiff in shock and disbelief. She gulped when he smirks a little, seeing his effect on her. He pulled her closer enough that the air couldn't even have its way through to pass through. Wine blinks innocently and processing everything, but gives up when she felt her body responding to his touch and craving for more. He slides his hand under her shirt, removing the heat pad with his hand, making a shiver run down her spine. JK, better. Softly whispered against her earlobe when she couldn't take out any words out of her mouth and nodded, making his smirk widen. They both didn't realize when they slept peacefully into each other's embrace despite the storm built inside them from the electric touch. His body is spooning hers perfectly, providing both heat and comfort. He unconsciously tightens his arms around her protectively when she shivers slightly in her sleep. Next morning, Wine stayed up only to see him fully awake and admiring her morning sleepy face. She avoids eye contact and cleared her throat. JK, morning, princess. Wine tilted him back and about to pull away when she felt her legs tangled into Please, all warm and comfortable. 𝐃𝐃. How are you feeling now? Wine. Better. Actually, thank you for last night. 𝐃𝐃. Don't be. You looked like you needed comfort. Wine smiles a little when her gaze falls on the clock. She tried to pull away. Wine. 𝐃𝐽, you have to go to the office. You're late. Why didn't you wake me up? 𝐃𝐽, it's alright, princess. I took off today. Wine. Off? Today isn't Sunday. 𝐃𝐽, sweetheart, I'm the CEO. I can take an off whenever I want to. And besides that, I can't leave my wife alone when she isn't feeling well. Wine raised her eyebrows at his words. Wine. And since when you started caring so much? About me. ᴛᴜ rolls his eyes, pretending annoyed. 𝐃𝐽, well, guess I'm full of surprises, and don't take too much, because I'll be making breakfast today. Taps her nose playfully. Wine, taken back, places her hand on his cheek. Wine, someone told me not to expect anything from this marriage. Recalls his words. His eye. 𝐃𝐽, yeah, fine, I said so, what? And it's not like I can't take care of you once properly, since you do so much for me. Wine smiles and ties her hair in a messy bun. 𝐃𝐽, change and come downstairs. Till that, I'll cook something delicious and show you my magic. Wine chuckles heartily and get up. Wine, just don't burn out my kitchen. ᴛᴜ rolls his eyes. 𝐃𝐽, don't underestimate me, said June. Wine smiles and scolds. When he grins mischievously and goes down, as Wine came out of the bathroom and she saw his laptop turn on, she frowned and picked. Only to see him. Google. How to treat girls in the period. What to crave mostly. How to deal with the mood swings. Different recipes of period cravings. Wine smiles within all this vast history. She bites the lower lip session and softly whispered. Wine. Sweetly crazy. Shuts the laptop and goes downstairs. Wine puts items up, seeing with fresh roses bouquet. She smiles and picks it, inhaling the scent. 𝐃𝐽, you like it? Wine. Wine, I loved it. She smiles proudly. How do you know to keep these? Raises her eyebrows. 𝐃𝐽, I told you not to underestimate me. Wine. Oh really? But I guess I saw your search history on your laptop. His eyes widen when he scratches his neck. 𝐃𝐽, well, Wine chuckles and wraps. Her arms around his neck. Wine, you're cute. He smiles and places his hand on her waist. 𝐃𝐽, well, let's have breakfast and then do whatever you want to, or else I have planned to watch a movie together and cuddle all day and stay in bed. Wine smiles and kisses his cheek. He calms down and rests his forehead against her.